This is the Roulette Master, and two UFC fighters, Dylan Budka and David Music, reached out to me and said that they're winning money in the casino nonstop with this new roulette strategy. And today I'm going to share it with you. And since they're UFC fighters and really competitive, we're going to put their strategy up against the Holy Grail of roulette systems today in a head-to-head matchup. We'll go with the Holy Grail first, and then we'll follow with their UFC roulette system. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I can't wait for it. Let's place the bets. Okay, so this first system is going to be the Holy Grail of roulette systems, and that's $10 on first and second 12. Each one of these systems is going to get 15 minutes of playtime, and that's a 12 red to start. So we're up $10, as you can see there, with the Holy Grail. And make sure you pay attention to this one because there's a lot of really important things that you're going to need to know, like when to cash out and when to reset, all that good stuff. Okay, now we're up $20, and let's just rebet and spin. And nothing changes with this one until you have a loss, and then I'll show you how to deal with that. And that's an 8 black there. Okay, that is a win. So we're up 30 now. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Here we go. All right. That is a 35 black. Okay, there's our first loss. Now what we do with the Holy Grail when we lose is we increase by 1 unit. But there's a lot more to it than that. Now we have 20 each, 40 total on first and second 12. And here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 34 red. And that's another loss. So we increase by another unit. So now instead of 20, we have 30. You can see temporarily we're minus 30, but that's okay because we have a $2,000 bankroll for $10 units. And that's a 19 red. Okay, now that's a win. Now you might think we're going to reset when we get a win, but we're not. And the reason why is because we're not at our profit goal yet. So when we win, we keep the bet the same until we reach our profit goal, which I'm going to share with you here in a minute. And we have 30 each, 60 total now as the bet. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That is a 13 black. And that is a win. All right. So again, we haven't reached our profit goal. We're up 30. So let's go ahead and spin again. Here we go.
No more bets.
All right. Let's see what we get. And that's a 0. That's definitely a loss. So we increase by another unit. Let's go ahead and do that. Now we have 40 each, 80 total on this bet. And here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 24 black. All right, that's another win. So let's check our profit. We're up $10. We have not reached our profit goal, so we keep the bet the same. And here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 23 red. And that's another win. So let's check our profit. We're up $50. That is not enough for our profit goal. So what does that mean? That means we rebet at 40 each and we keep the bet the same. And we're 2 minutes, 45 seconds in out of 15 minutes with the first part of this challenge. And that's another win. Let's check it out. We're up 90. That is not our profit goal, so we just rebet and spin. So we're keeping the bet the same on wins. When we lose, we're going up 1 unit. That's a 13 black. All right, that's a $40 win, and we're up $130. That's not our profit goal, so we rebet and spin again with the Holy Grail. We're getting close to it. I'm going to share with you what it is here in a minute. But there's a lot more to it than that, so make sure you watch the whole video. And there's a loss, so we increase by 1 unit. Now we have 50 each, 100 total. Again, this is a $2,000 bankroll system. That's with $10 units. You can also play this with a $200 bankroll and dollar units. So anyone can afford to play this, even if you're not a high roller. We lost that one, so let's increase again from 50 to 60, 120 total. So anyone can play this. Again, you can use dollar bets and have a $200 bankroll, but we're using $10 bets and a $2,000 bankroll today. And we're back, we're up 10 right now, but that's okay. We dropped back a little bit after those losses, but don't worry about that. We're just going to rebet and spin at 60 each again. Again, when we win, we keep it the same. When we lose, we go up a unit. That's a 28 black, and that's another loss. So you can see temporarily we're down 110, but that's no big deal with our $2,000 bankroll. So let's just go up another unit. We have 70 each, 140 total. We're 4.5 minutes in out of 15 with the first part of this challenge. And we have the UFC roulette system coming up here, but that's another loss. Man, that's rough. Okay, we're minus 250. Let's increase again. Now we have 80 each, 160 total. Let's see if we can come back and win this fight here. And that's a 5 red. All right. That is a win, so we keep the bet the same at 80 each. And eventually you're going to go on a run. As long as you have bankroll and you have patience, then you can come back. But we've had a lot of losses. In fact, we have the 34, the 25, the 28, the 35, the 31 are all losses. And things aren't going great. But guess what? Since we have a large bankroll, and we're going to increase by one more again here. We have 90 each, 180 total. But since we have a large bankroll and patience, we can wait for a string of good numbers to come. And there's one win right there. So let's just rebet and spin. And hopefully here pretty soon we're going to get a big number of wins in a row. But not yet. That's another loss, 31 black. So the Holy Grail of Roulette struggling a little bit right now. We're going to increase by one on each again. But again, bankroll and patience is key with this system. My goodness, though, we just lost again. That's a 35 black. This is going to have to be a heck of a comeback here. Usually doesn't start out like this, but we still have a lot of time left. We're 6 minutes in out of 15. We have 220 total bet, 110 on each. Let's see what we get here. Okay, we finally got a win with the 13 black. Okay, so we're going to keep the bet the same, rebet and spin. We're going to get $110 with each one of these wins. Let's see how many we can win in a row. Okay, there's another one. Let's go on a streak here. And let's come back. All right, let's rebet and spin. Winning 110 on each one. If we can get a string of wins, we can come back. And there we go. There's another win, 21 red. Okay, let's check it out. We're minus 290, 110 each, 220 total still. We're 6.5 minutes in. We have a loss there. That's a small setback, but we need to get back on track. So we will go up another unit. Now we have 120 each, 240 total. And let's see if we can get a string of wins going here. We started out really rough, but you want to see how to deal with rough times because everybody has them. And let's rebet and spin again at 120 each. If you only saw videos where people won all the time, then you wouldn't know how to come back from being down. And we're minus 270 now. We're winning 120 each at this bet level. We're 7 minutes and 15 seconds in. And there's another win. We might be starting our streak of wins here. You just have to be patient for it. And the great thing is, if we win this bet here at 120 each, we're going to be close to break even again. We can start making money. And we're real close. So that's a 7 red. That's a win. We're minus 30. Let's rebet and spin. And here we go. That's another loss, though, just as we came back there. But that's okay. We still have plenty of time left and patience. We're minus 270. We'll go up another unit to 130 each, 260 total. And I have a good feeling we're going to come back. Let's see what we get here. There's a win with a 21 red. Fantastic. We're minus 140. Let's rebet and spin. Again, we don't increase until we reach our profit level, which I'm going to share to you once we get there. And I have a good feeling we're going to get there. There's a win at 130. We're minus 10. Let's rebet and spin at 130 each, 260 total. We're 8 minutes and 15 seconds in out of 15 minutes. So we still have plenty of time to come back and win a lot of money. We're up 120. We're still not at our profit goal. We're at 130 each, 260 total. And we reached our profit goal, 6 black. So our first profit goal is 150. Our second profit goal is 300. So we're going to have a real easy time of reaching our 300 profit level because we went over 150. So we only have $50 to our next goal. Now we go back to 10 each. Once you reach 150 profit, you reset back to the original $10 bets. And that's a 27 red. That's a loss. And remember, our next profit goal is 300, but we did lose that one. So we increased by 1 unit, 20 each, 40 total with the Holy Grail. And here we go. That's a win with a 1 red. Okay, so we're up 250. We'll just rebet and spin after that win. Until we reach 300 profit, we're not going to go backwards on wins. And that's a loss with a 34 red. So we're going to go ahead and increase. Now we'll have 30 each, 60 total. Then we will check our balance, and we're 9.5 minutes in out of 15. That's an 8 black. Okay, we're up 240. We'll just rebet and spin with 30 each. And remember, we have the new UFC roulette system coming up here, and I can't wait to share this with you. That is a loss, though, so let's go ahead and increase. 40 each, 80 total now. Here we go. That's a 32 red. Okay, that's a loss, so let's go ahead and increase again. Now we have 50 each, 100 total. Here we go. And that's a 7 red. Okay, that's a win. We're up 150. We'll just keep the bet the same on wins until we get to 300 profit. And that's a 19 red. Okay, that's a win. So we're up 200 now. We'll rebet and spin. And remember, the system coming up from Dylan Budka and David Music is the one that they've been using to win consistently in the casino. And can't wait to share with you with that coming up. We're up 250. Let's rebet and spin. And those guys are UFC fighters, so they like to be competitive, and they like to win. And all right, we're up 300. That's our next profit goal. You can see there we've reached it. So it's time to drop back to 10 on each again, 20 total. And here we go again. That's 11 black. Fantastic. So we're up 310. Let's bet and spin again here. We're 11 minutes and 20 seconds in out of 15 with the Holy Grail, and that's a 0. That's a loss. So we will increase by 1 unit again. And should tell you too, the next profit goal is 450 because you go up 150 after you reach each one. That's a 28 black, and that's a loss. So let's go ahead and increase 30 each, 60 total. We're up 250, and here we go again. Here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 23 red. Fantastic. Another win. We're up 280. We'll rebet and spin, trying to get to 450 as our goal now. We're 12 minutes in out of 15. The first part of this challenge, this match between the Holy Grail and UFC Roulette. So we're up 310, so we'll just rebet and spin. Again, you keep the bet the same when you win until you reach the next profit level. And that's a 34 red. That's a loss. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and increase. 40 each, 80 total. And here we go again. That's a 27 red. All right, we're up 170. We'll increase again. 50 each, 100 total. And here we go. That's a 9 red. And that's a win, so we'll keep the bet the same. Again, we're trying to get to 450 profit now. And here we go. And that's a 14 red. All right, that's a win. We're up 270. Oh, so we'll keep the bet the same. That's 50 each now. And watching those UFC guys, I also noticed Dana White's been a lot on YouTube lately playing blackjack with Steve Will Do It. So that's interesting as well. We're up 320. And those guys risk a lot of money. And we'll keep the bet the same at 50 each, 100 total. But I'm really glad that Dylan Budka and David Music have been playing roulette and doing really well at the casino with this strategy I'm going to share with you here soon. We're up 370 with the Holy Grail. You can see we won that last one. So we just rebet and spin at 50 each till we reach 450 profit. Okay, that's a 3 red. All right, that's a win. So we're up 420. We'll keep the bet the same and spin. Again, we're trying to reach 450 profit, which we're really close to right now. And that's a loss, though. That's a 26 black. So we could almost taste that next level there, but that's okay. We lost, and we need to increase again. The good thing is we're still up 320 even after that loss. So now we go again here, and we're 14 minutes, 15 seconds in. That's another loss, though, 33 black. Okay. Let's increase again. 70 each, 140 total with the Holy Grail. And that's another loss. So, man, that's a bunch of losses in a row there. We're still up 60, but we need to increase again to 80 each, 160 total. And that's one thing you need to know about playing a roulette is when you get up a lot, cash out. Do not keep playing until it cycles back down. But we're doing 15 minutes on each one right now. So we had to play for a certain time period with this challenge. But that's okay. That's another win there with 15 black. And the time has expired. So we won $220 of profit with the Holy Grail of roulette systems. And test this one out on your simulator before you go to the casino. Make sure you like it. Remember to share in the comments how you do. That helps everyone in the roulette community out. If you share how you do, gives us a really large sample size of how everyone does with systems. And I think that's really important to picking the right roulette system. So try out the Holy Grail, and I can't wait to see what you guys think. But now it is time for the new roulette system. This is called UFC Roulette from Dylan Budka and David Music, and I can't wait to share this with you. Let's see if we can make more than $220 in the next 15 minutes. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the new UFC Roulette system from Dylan Budka and David Music. They've been cleaning up at the casino with this one, and they want to share it with you. So let's see how it does in the next 15 minutes against the Holy Grail. And let's go ahead and place the bets. I'll show you everything that they've been doing to win money at the casino. They wait until they have a red spin before they get started, and they bet on black for $5. So let's go ahead and spin. The timer's set for 15 minutes, and here we go. That's a 17 black to start. That's a good start. Okay, so if they win, they keep the bet the same, and they stay on black. So you can see that we're up $5 right now with the UFC roulette system. And they bet on black. That's a 13 black there. Fantastic. We're already up 10. We're just going to rebet and spin. And this is going to be a system that also starts bets low and has a large bankroll, which I'm going to share with you here in a minute. There's another win. We're up 15 already. And those guys said that the real secret is starting low with a large bankroll. They start with $5 units and a $2,000 bankroll. So there's lots of chances to come back and be patient. We lost that one, so we're going to go ahead and double the bet. So from 5 to 10, and patience and having a large bankroll is really key. They are right. That's another loss. Let's go ahead and double that bet. Okay, this is a $20 bet on black. And the key to this system is to try to eliminate the red numbers and get a large winning streak on black. Let's go ahead and double again. Here we go again. We have a $40 bet on black now. So we started with 5, and we have a $2,000 bankroll. Okay, so you could also play this system with a $400 bankroll and dollar units as well. Let's go ahead and double again. Now we're at $80. You can see we're temporarily down 60, but that's just because we haven't won, because when we win, we're not only going to recover all the money that we've lost, but we're going to get profit as well. And again, that's a bunch of losses in a row because we're betting on black and it's going red. But again, minus 140 is nothing when you have a $2,000 bankroll. So now we have a 160 total bet. And let's see a black number here. Okay, there we go. And then what you're going to notice now is, even after all those losses, we actually picked up $10 of profit, and we got all of our money back. So let's go back to, now we need to spin until we hit a red number again.
No more bet.
And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 29 black. So let's spin again here. And that's a red 18. Okay, so now that we have a red number, we go back to 5 and we start on black again. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. And these guys are really smart to start with such a small starting bet with a large bankroll. And I'm going to share with you here in a minute what they're looking for. And we're up 25. We're just going to spin again here on black. That's a 4 black. That's a win. Okay, that's a win. We're up 30. Let's go ahead and spin again here. Once you get past the first bet, if you get a win past $5, you're going to wait for a red number. But right now, we're up 35. Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. We are currently 3 minutes and 30 seconds in out of 15 with UFC Roulette, and that's a 19 red. Okay, now that's a loss. So what's going to happen now is we're going to double. And then once we get a win after doubling, then we're going to wait for a red number again before we restart. And that's a 16 red. That's a loss. But we don't do that until we get a win and we double after every loss. So this is a $20 total bet now on black. That's a 27 red. That's another loss. But again, we have a large bankroll and patience. So you can see, even though it dropped us back to zero temporarily, we're not really on zero, because once we finally get a win, it brings back all the money that you lost plus profit. So now you can see, instead of 20 now, or 30, now we're at $40 profit. So let's go ahead and put 5 on. Actually, we need to wait until we have a red number again before we restart. So let's spin without betting. And they just sit out and wait till they see a red number before they start. That's a 13 black. All right, let's go ahead and spin again here. And that's a 10 black, so we're going to wait for another red number. And again, this was created by Dylan Budka and David Music, UFC fighters. And again, they're very competitive and like to win at the casino. So there's a red number. Let's start on black for 5. We're up 40. And you can learn a lot by starting small and having a big bankroll, because a lot of people make the mistake of starting with too high a bet and get a little bit too greedy. So we're going to double here, and from 5 to 10. Here we go. We're 5 minutes and 20 seconds in out of 15. That's a 17 black, and that's a win. So now we're going to wait till we get a red numbering again before we start. Here we go. That's a double zero. That saved us by not betting there. So let's go ahead and spin again. Here we go. Okay, it's time to start again. We'll put $5 on black. Okay, we're up 45. Let's go ahead and spin. And by having a $2,000 bankroll with starting at $5, it gives you a ton of chances to double. And it also helps you to be on the opposite color. So let's go ahead and double again from 5 to 10. You can see we're up 40. Let's go ahead and spin here. That's a 7 red. That's a loss. Let's go ahead and double again. Now we have a $20 bet on black. And that's an 18 red. And that's a loss. So let's go ahead and double. And again, don't worry about when you see that you go back in profit, because once you win, you get all your profit back plus more. That's a 34 red. And that's a loss. So we're getting lots of strings of red numbers. But let's go ahead and spin again here at 80. That's a 15 black, and that's a win. So again, when you get the win, you get all your profit back plus more. We're up 50 now. So let's go ahead and wait for a red number, and then we'll start on black again. And we want to see eventually is a long string of black numbers. So let's go ahead and bet 5 on black now. And let's hope that that string of black numbers starts right now. That's a 36 red, so we have a loss. So let's go ahead and double now. From 5 to 10 on black. And we're 7.5 minutes in out of 15 with UFC Roulette. And that's a 1 red. So another streak of red numbers is starting, but again, that's okay because we've started small with the bets and we have a large bankroll. That is everything when you're playing roulette, and that's a 7 red. So we have a long streak of red numbers again. We haven't really had too many streaks of black, just red, but it hasn't hurt us because what happens is once we do get a win, we retrieve all the profit and more. And you can see this is another long string of red numbers, which is not what you want when you're playing black numbers. But the point is, and now we're at 80 after doubling, that we get all of our profit back plus more when we win. And there you go, it's right there. That's why you want to start low and have a large bankroll. So we're up 55 now, and we'll wait till we get a red number and start. We're 8.5 minutes in out of 15 with UFC Roulette. And that's a 28 black. So we're going to go ahead and spin again here till we get a red number. And that's a black 33. All right, let's spin again. That's another black number. So if this had been after a red number, we'd be cleaning up right now. But it's not hurting us any, so that's okay. And oh my goodness, here's our black streak that we could have had. But let's go ahead and spin again until it hits red. And that's a 35 black. Okay, let's go ahead and spin again. And that's a 26 black. These would have all been nice wins here. But we started, the black streak has to come after a red for us to take advantage. And there's a red number. So let's go ahead and start now on black for 5. And we're up 55. The good thing is we're winning money consistently. Not as fast as the Holy Grail just because it started with higher units. It started with a $20 total bet and a $2,000 bankroll. This started with 5, so this is really smart. And we're going to double to 10 after that loss because we're going to have so many more chances to get a win by starting low and having a high bankroll. Okay, that's a win. So we're up 60 now. Let's go ahead and spin until we get a red number. That's a 16 red, and it's time to bet again. We'll put 5 on black. And let's go ahead and spin here. Okay, that's a 31 black. Okay, and that's a win, so we'll wait for another red number. We're up 65 now. And we're 10.5 minutes in out of 15. That is a 12 red, so it's time to bet again. We'll put 5 on black. We're up 65, and let's spin. Okay, that's a 22 black. And that's a win. Fantastic. And again, we'll stay on black for 5 unless we get over the $5 bet, and then we'll wait for a red if we win. There's an 8 black. Okay, that's a win. We're up 75. Let's just rebet and spin. But the real genius of this, again, is starting low and having a high bankroll and having patience. That's a 26 black, and now we're taking advantage of a black streak finally. We're up 80. Let's just rebet and spin. And we're 11 minutes, 20 seconds in out of 15. But don't be too concerned that it hasn't made as much as the Holy Grail yet because, like I said, we started with a $20 total bet with that one with the same bankroll. So this one is going to be much safer. We're going to double now to 10 after that loss. And you know, keeping your bankroll is everything when you're playing roulette. And that's the smart way to play. So, okay, now we're going to go ahead. We won at 10. We're going to spin until we get a red number here. And we're 12 minutes in out of 15 with UFC Roulette. That's a 7 red. Okay, it's time to bet again. So let's put 5 on black. We're up 85. And they play a little bit. They play for a while to get a lot of wins and make a lot of money. They just wait for a big streak. And then cash out. Okay, let's go ahead and double here. Okay, this is a $10 total bet after that loss. That's a 34 red. That's a loss. So let's double again. And by starting on the opposite color, it gives you one more chance to double versus starting without having the opposite color first. And that's a loss there. You can see. It shows we're only up 50, but that's not really the case because once we get the win, we'll recover all of everything that we lost plus add profit. And that's a 13 black, and you can see now we're back up 90 again. So we wait for a red number to start. We're 13 minutes in out of 15 with UFC Roulette. That's a 6 black. And it's time to, we're going to spin again until we get a red number. Again, the reason for that is because, and there's another black number right there. We're going to spin again. The reason for that is because if you start with the opposite color before, it gives you one extra chance to double. And let's go ahead and spin again here. So if we were to start on black and we bet on black, we'd have one less chance to double. Or basically it would take one more of that color for us to bust, if that makes sense to you. Hopefully it does. And we will be on black now for 5. We're up 90. Let's go ahead and spin. And we're almost 14 minutes in out of 15. That's a 1 red. And that's a loss. So let's go ahead and double. We'll be at 10 now. So we're starting at 5, doubling after losses, $2,000 bankroll. You can also play this with a $200 bankroll. And I'm sorry, with a $400 bankroll and dollar units. Okay, we got the win there. We're going to spin until we hit a red number before we start again. That's a 12 red. Okay, so let's bet 5 on black. We're up 95. Let's go ahead and spin here. We're 14 and a half minutes in out of 15. That's a 10 black. That's a win. All right, fantastic. We're at $100 profit right now. Let's go ahead and spin 5 on black again. Again, you can stay on black until you get over the $5 level. And there's another win. So now we're at up 105. Let's rebet on black for 5. And that's a loss. So our time just expired. We ended up with $100 of profit with UFC Roulette. And I hope you really enjoyed this one. I think that they're really smart to play with such a small starting bet and such a large bankroll. Definitely test this one out on your simulators at home. And you can use Roulette Royale on Apple or Android to do that. But remember to share your results in the comments. And that helps everyone in the community out to see how everyone else did. And let them make a good decision on whether or not to take this to the casino or not. So you can help the entire community out by sharing that in the comments. Now, remember, every single day of the week, 365 days a year, I test one of your guys' systems out, and then we test it out as a community. And just like these guys did, you can send it in. There's a really good chance that I'll use it on the channel because we do a new one every single day of the year, and it's at 7 a.m. Central Time every single day. And I hope you're really enjoying the search for the best roulette system possible. And I want to really thank these UFC fighters, Dylan and David, today. And I hope that they continue to have success in the UFC. Thank you guys for sending that in. And I hope you continue to keep making a lot of money in the casino. Being smart and starting small with the bets and having a high bankroll. Obviously, the Holy Grail won today, but that's because I think the bets started larger. It does have the same size bankroll, but this is safer because they're starting with smaller bet amounts. That's really smart of them to do that, and it we never really got in any trouble at all, and that's why. So take a tip from these guys. And I think you'll do really well playing roulette. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.